Extraordinary Comic Junkies going live, going live. Check it out, right? I wanted to get people to watch this little this live or whatever. This is my motivational speaking hour, you know what I mean? And I basically just wanted to um just tell people, man, like no matter what you're going through, man, no matter what you're going through in life, man, you know what I'm saying? It could be hard, it could be tragic, it could be frustrating, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If you give up, you know what I'm saying, then you give up on yourself. Um, I've been through a lot, you know what I mean? The one thing that I love about, you know, kind of like with social media and with YouTube is that, you know what I'm saying, I can talk to people, whatever, you know what I mean? This is they're probably gonna see this like way after the fact, but that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool for me because the thing about it is, man, I pride myself on being like a motivational speaker. You know what I mean? I pride myself on being a mentor to like a lot of the young guys that I work with, people that I grew up with, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm a testimony, man, of how you could fall down 1,000 times but get back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where I'm at with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I probably won't get anybody coming here to the live, or whatever, but that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? What I wanna reiterate for everybody is that, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you're doing in life, man, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing, man. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You know what I'm saying? My father gave me that, he gave me that jewel while I was growing up. He was like, son, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, man. And he gave me those words after he passed away and everything. So never give up, man. Never give up, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just wanted to say it was a beautiful day outside. You know what I mean? Today is the let's see, today is November 4th, 2023. In my personal life, made sure my bills was paid. Um, bills is paid. You know what I mean? It's food in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Job is still secure. You know what I mean? I've been through some things. You know what I mean? I quit one of my jobs because it was a toxic like environment. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to be in it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be in nothing toxic anymore. I hated it. You know what I mean? So you know, that's one thing I wanted to always, is keep the toxic energy away. You know what I mean? That's one thing about me, man. I keep the toxic energy out of my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do everything that everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? I'm a march to the beat of my own drum type of person. You know what I mean? And I'm basically speaking to other people that do the same thing. You know what I mean? One love to everybody, man, out there that's going through something. You know what I'm saying? That's going through like mental health issues. That's one thing that I like to touch on is the mental health aspect of life because I always the one thing I learned about life is that if you dwell on your problems too much, they'll fully consume you, and it will ultimately overwhelm you too. So you know, praying every day. You know what I'm saying? Take a deep breath, man. Just soaking in the good air, man, and just be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a guy that on social media that I watch a lot. His name is Wallow267, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like when he talks and stuff, man, it's like it puts fire inside me, man. It kind of like motivates me because it's like if he can do 20 years in jail, right, and still come back to the world and be very very enthusiastic about his life and trying to make his life better. You know what I'm saying, man? I know I can make it, yo. I know I can make it. You know what I'm saying? I may not be on here for an hour so far, like 4 minutes, 20 something seconds, but somebody out there probably needs to hear this, you know what I'm saying? And I am more than welcome and more than, obliged to like just, give people my insight on what's on mental health and having hobbies, you know what I'm saying? Having hobbies that will, get you away from you know, that gets you away from hardships in life, hardships, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go through hardships. You gotta learn how to smile through it. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's things that I need to work on in my life. You know what I mean? Like my temper, definitely my temper. I gotta work on that. You know what I mean? But it's getting better. Um, I mean, man, just being thankful, man. Just being thankful, man. That's just where I'm at with it in life right now, man. I'm thankful for life, man. I'm thankful for just being able to have a roof over my head, man. I'm thankful for being able to have food in my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? And my bills paid. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's so many parameters in life now where people they measure you by these certain parameters and stuff like that. And I encourage a lot of men out there, man. They're like, man, say, man, fuck them parameters, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going out here and I'm busting my ass and I'm working hard for mine every day, and I'm bringing, my plans to fruition, you know, I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? I'm on the right path, and I feel like I'm going to keep elevating myself to go the right path. You know, the one thing that I had to learn about speaking is that I can't use a lot of slang terms and stuff like that. I need to be more articulate in my speech. Choose the right words. You know what I mean? Not always saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. My father used to get on me about that a lot. He used to get on me like, you can't be always saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Your hood jargon, your hood, your hood slang, your slang. You know what I mean. You need to change up the way you speak. You know what I mean. So that's another thing that I'm working on too. You know what I mean. I just wanted to go live, man, and just I basically wanted to see what my laptop is hitting on as far as like a lot of my software. And from the looks of it, it looked good, man. Like for real. I'm gonna give me a green screen soon to go in the background and start like having like special effects in the background. Showing little certain things. Talking about things. You know what I mean? Talking about different things like current events and a lot of my hobbies that I'm involved in. You know what I mean? Like my action figure photography, my comic book hobby, how I collect those, how I like to read different books and stuff like that, just to be able to pass the time and shit. You know what I mean? Um, I'm an avid chess player. You know what I mean? I uh I got this tablet right here next to my laptop. I had this it's called 3D chess. It looks real cool, right? And I mean, for the most part, man, it's like I call it mental weightlifting. That's what I call it, mental weightlifting. And the reason why I call it that is because it's like, whatever's going on, right? And you're engaged in this game of chess, right? And you know how all the pieces move. You know how that you have to have a strategy to actually win. You know what I'm saying? My father used to tell me a long time ago, he said, son, this game is like life. It's like life. You know what I mean? You have to, in order to win, you gotta have a plan. In order to win, you got to have a plan to win. You know what I mean? And that right there, it's he hammered that into my brain. And for some reason, man, like every time I play a game of chess, and then I start thinking about all the trials and tribulations that I got going on in life, and I'm just like, damn, it's so symbolic. You know what I mean? It's so symbolic of like, you got to make this move, you got to make that move. You know what I mean? Or you got to think like, okay, if I save this money, you know what I mean, and I curb my spending for a week and a half, right? And when I get paid again, you know what I mean, I can use the money that I didn't spend to take care of my bills. You know what I mean? And it all goes back to thinking 2 to 3 to 4 moves ahead. You know what I mean? That's come out. But yeah, basically, man, it's like one of the things, man, where you just try to just stay ahead of the curve, man. Stay ahead of the game a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, I always learned that, saying like being in competition with people is not it's not productive. You know what I mean? It's cool to be like, it's cool to be productive, right? But you know what I mean? I'm not in no competition with anybody. I'm not on nobody's radar. You know what I mean? Trying to one up them or be ahead of the game more than they are and stuff like that. That's just not me. That's just not me. Um, what else, man? Like, you know what I mean? I like the simple things in life, man. The simple things in life make me happy, man. I got on here to this live right here because one day, man, like, my family probably gonna look at it and see, they want to see where my mind state is and where I'm at, mentally and stuff like that. I'm in a good space. I'm in a good space, even though I'm kind of like on a antisocial type of, like a, I want to say I'm antisocial on purpose, because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've put my trust in a lot of people, man, and they are like, not everybody, but some people betrayed my trust. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard, like, just giving people an opportunity, man, to prove themselves. Because, you know what I'm saying, you've had things in the past happen to you where, you just like, nah, never again. I ain't never doing that again. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, give a shout out to my auntie Patricia Molding. I want to say I love you with all my heart. You know what I mean? Because for some reason, man, like, I'm always like, at least once a week, she thinks about me. Hey, nephew, just thinking about you. I love you. I hope everything's going good. Loan me some money. If I got it, I'll give it to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? This time around, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit because the bills is paid. But like, the one thing that I made sure that I always, you know what I'm saying, tell the ones that love you the most, man, just remember this. The ones that care about you most, they think about you when you're not thinking about them, man. Um, Always stay humble, or always try to be, fair. You know what I mean? That's one thing I try to be. This right here, this video right here is going to be good for me because the thing about it is that, man, I want a lot of people out there to see this. And I'm not talking about just the subscribers. I'm talking about family members. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people that actually know me, that know what I'm going through or know what I've been through. You know what I mean? I want y'all to know I'm in a good headspace. Regardless of what's going on in the world, I'm in a good headspace. You know what I'm saying? I have a routine. I have a formula. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm still trying to add more. You know what I'm saying? And become even that much better. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm in a great headspace right now. You know what I mean? And I'm focused and I'm motivated. You know what I mean? And for me to do this live right now, I want to be transparent. I want people to know that. You know what I mean? Like, life is not all sunshine and rainbows. Just like Sylvester Stallone said. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about how hard you get hit. You know what I'm saying? It's about how hard you get hit and if you can get back up. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is that, man, I done fell down a lot of times and got back up. You know what I mean? I done been locked up before several times. My call, I caused it. I've been locked up a couple times. I've lost very, very close family members. You know what I'm saying? To murder, uh, disease. You know what I mean? I've uh I've been homeless before. I've been evicted before. You know what I'm saying? I've lost things. You know what I'm saying? Because I put my trust in people. You know what I mean? Thinking that they're gonna treat me the way that I treat them. You know what I mean? And it didn't work out. It didn't pan out that way. So, you know, um, yeah. I mean, straight up. You know what I mean? My thing is that I wanted to do this live today, man, just to let everybody know, or people, if somebody going through something, man, somebody going through something. And the one thing I want to say is that, man, if you open these eyes up this morning, God gave you another chance, man. He gave you another chance, man. And that's one thing about me is that I am grateful beyond measure for the fact that God says, you know what, wake up, my son. I'm giving you another chance. And I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I'm gonna take full advantage of the day. You know what I'm saying? My buddy Sam Newsman, he says, I'm gonna crush the day. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crush the day. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure everything is on point. I have everything I need when I go to work. think ahead of the game, think 2 or 3 moves ahead. Um, any knowledge of the game or the workload that we have, I'm gonna be right there in the middle of it. I'm letting them know what's going on. They ask me for help, I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am, because the thing about it is, like, you can have a company and your own business. You know what I'm saying? And the effort that you put into your own business, are you gonna put that into, like, helping somebody else? You know what I mean? Or are you gonna do your service to everything else? Because the thing about it is, like, a lot of people, they don't want to make nobody else rich, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? They want to make themselves rich, or well off, or they want to be able to be financially straight. You know what I mean? Financially in a good space. You know, so that's definitely always on my mental. And yeah, man, definitely, like, definitely, definitely what it is, yo. And I'm always I'm always optimistic. You know what I mean? I get frustrated at times. I get what's the word I'm looking for? I get frustrated. I get stagnated, just like anybody else, any other human being on earth. Now I go through my ups and downs and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? But for some reason, man, I told a guy and be like, man, help me. Lord help, please help me. You know what I'm saying? He all I got. The man upstairs. You know. But for the most part, man, that's how it is, man. And yeah, anybody come in, it's cool. I like it. You know what I mean? This is my first ever live on YouTube. And I'm definitely going to keep it up, you know what I mean? Cause I plan on doing this like once a week. Um what else? Oh yeah, today I'm gonna get some footage with this guy. I'm gonna get some footage with this guy right here. I'm gonna have him riding by on his bike. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have him riding by, popping wheelies. You know what I mean? This is much for later on. My Yamaha R1 with my guy Snake. You know what I'm saying? Nice bike. Yep. Yeah, but definitely gonna do that today. You know? Shit. Okay, right? Got that right there. Hope it don't fall down. There we go. Nope, it's gonna stay there. There we go. There you go. Get a little bit of love on that. Bam. Everything. But yeah. Get the mic up, everything. Yep. People be like, it's just kind of like when I'm up by myself. It's nice as shit outside. The sun is shining. You know, beautiful day. Definitely a beautiful day. I'm about to get off here in a minute, man. But you know, anybody, man. If somebody comes to me like in my DM for this, or the comments, and they be like, thanks a lot, man, or whatever, if they come and they say something where they like, man, just I love to get on live with you and talk about stuff, man. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it, man. You know what I mean? I'm all about motivation. I'm all about uplifting and elevating. You know what I mean? I'm all about like building and bonding and upward movement. I'm all about that. You know what I mean? And I want to show how good I look on here. Nice little haircut, whatever. But look, extraordinary comic junkies, man. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. It wasn't an hour. You know what I mean? It's like 20 minutes. I want to say this. Life hits hard, man. Just hit harder. You know what I mean? Life hits hard. You know what I'm saying? It does. It really does. But hit harder some way, somehow, man. Just hit harder, man. Try to persuade your thinking in the direction of elevation and upward movement, man. Don't look backwards. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they look backwards, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that the one thing about looking backwards is that you got to endure disappointment by, re-engaging with the things that your mistakes and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, my whole thing is like upward movement, man. That's it. Upward movement, man. You know what I mean? I work my fingers. Look at that. I work hard, man. My knuckles all. I work hard, man. You know what I mean? But life gets better though, man. That's one thing about life. Life always ends up getting better sooner or later, man. And definitely, man. Definitely. But for the most part, man, Extraordinary Comic Junkies is your boy, Mr. Extra, aka Big Dex. You know what I mean? Find a hobby, engage yourself in things that make you happy. You know what I mean? And see where that takes you. I'd say peace and love, and blessings to everyone. Extraordinary Comic Junkies, we out. Peace.